Greetings, everyone. This is Sister Crystal here with the Sister Crystal Show, and I'm going to get right to it. Now, I'm quite sure by now many of you may have heard the unfortunate news that Tim Norman, age 41, was charged in a murder for hire plot against his nephew on August 18th, 2020. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, Norman stands charged with conspiracy to use interstate commerce facilities in the commission of a murder for hire resulting in death. Now, Tim Norman's mother is Robbie Montgomery, and she created the Sweetie Pies restaurant franchise. And she also was the star of the award winning reality TV show series, Welcome to Sweetie Pies. And it ran for 9 seasons from October 15th, 2011 to June 9th, 2018. Also, two other people were also charged along with the murder for hire plot, and they are Tarika Ellis. She's an exotic dancer and music producer turned insurance agent Wally Yagnem. I hope I'm saying it correctly. And they said he's age 42. He's credited with having some producing credits on one of rapper Nelly's albums. The federal complaint says that in 2014, Norman took out a $450,000 life insurance policy on his nephew, Andre Montgomery, and listed himself as the sole beneficiary. Robbie's grandson, Andre Montgomery, which is also Tim Norman's nephew, was murdered on March 14th, 2016 at age 21. I remember seeing on one of the shows of Sweetie Pies where Robbie Montgomery was talking about all of the unfortunate murders in her family, and she was saying that Andre Montgomery was among one of the last in their family as far as the younger people. Unfortunately, Andre Montgomery's father, Andre Montgomery Sr., was murdered over 20 years ago or something like that. And I believe Andre Montgomery Sr. is Tim Norman's older brother. My understanding is Tim Norman went to prison at age 17 for 10 years for committing an armed robbery. And upon his release, he went to his mother, and his mother had started the restaurant franchise. So upon Tim Norman's release, he was able to go with his mother, and she was able to provide him with a job. And not only was she able to provide him with a job, she also provided him with some of the skills so that he can learn how to create his own job and create a way for himself and for others. This is an unfortunate story all the way around, and my prayers go out to Robbie Montgomery and along with her family. It's just such a tragedy. And it really points out the fact that family is most important. During this pandemic, and I am swaying a little bit off topic, but it's on topic really. I have learned during this pandemic that nothing is more valuable than having good friends and family around you. It was at one point the country or parts of the country were shut down due to this pandemic, and there was no amount of money you could pay to be out of it because we had stay-at-home orders and it was called different things across the country. And so during that time, it didn't matter how much money you had, you still had to stay your butt at home or wherever you were at. So there was no amount of money that could get you out of that. And one of the best things to have during this time is family and friends that you can talk to get you through whatever you're going through. This young man unfortunately grew up without a father because his father was murdered when he was very young. And so she did what she could as a single mother. And this young man had what a lot of people don't have, which is he had a mother that was able to give him an opportunity when he came out of prison. When you have a felony, it prevents you from being able to do a lot of things, or I wouldn't say prevent you, but it makes it that much, it's that much more of an obstacle when you have a felony. And the fact that he had a mother who had work for him, that he didn't have to go out and search for a job like many other people who are released from prison. And you're competing with those who have not been to prison. And even with that, it still wasn't enough. This young man still wanted more. The message that I wanted to give out to others is count your blessings. You may not have a Robbie for a mother that can give you a job, and not only give you a job, but also teach you how to create your own jobs. Many of us don't have that. But look at what you do have. Maybe your parents might still be alive. You might have an aunt, an uncle. You might have an older cousin. Look at someone that's around you, and if you have their number, pick up the phone and call them. You may be able to get some knowledge from them that you really didn't realize you had. We have to use our resources that we have right now. You may have somebody that, maybe they run an auto body shop. Maybe you can talk to them about what they do all day. Even being a hairstylist or a barber, that is entrepreneurship. The skills that you learn from doing that, that is something that can help you. In this country, did you know that only 5% of the overall country in the United States makes over $100,000 per year? Which means if you are listening to this, you are probably in that 95 percentile of Americans in America who make less than $100,000 per year. But even with that, just think outside the box, look at what you have, embrace your family, because that's all we have. This is SistahCrystal with the SistahCrystal Show. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And until next time, take care.